This stony spiky ground, that's the ground I just shot the intro on. I'm really regretting it. It really, look at this massive, that's properly bruised my leg. Yeah, I really should have done this in grass, but you better appreciate the effort I put into these intros. Oh, a nice seat, because there will not be much more sitting in this video. Welcome back to my series on trail running. I've been trail running now for about 2-3 years, and this series is to finally share with you the things that I've learned, the techniques and tips, and basically enough stuff to get you into starting to do trail running for yourself. If you're new to this channel entirely, it's an odd mix of outdoors and technology, so have a look around and feel free to subscribe, and especially subscribe if you want to get these trail running videos. But today I'm going to tackle what is probably the question or the statement I get asked the most, and it is how on... Oh, my watch is going to do something weird there. It is, how on earth do you climb up hills like that? How on earth do you run up hills? How on earth do you run up mountains? I do road running, or I don't run at all, and I could never conceive of being able to run up hills like that. And that's what I'm going to tackle today, how to get good at running up hills, or how to even run up them in any kind of form at all. But I'm going to start by letting you in on a little secret, and the little secret is that actually you don't have to run up every single hill. If you do a trail race or a mountain race for the first time, what will possibly surprise you is that, depending on the route, up to 75% of people will not run up all of the hills. And in mountain races, on the steepest hills, it could be as low as 0%. I've definitely seen some mountain races where you look ahead and no one is running. They're down to like hands on knees technique up the hill. And the reason for that is that when it comes to racing around trails, it's more important that you get to the top and you can keep going than it is that you just blast it to the top. The worst thing that can happen is you get to a hill and you just get, because this has happened to me so many times, and you just suddenly get this surge of, I am having this hill, I'm going for it, and you just blast to the top. You get to the top and you just collapse in a heap of exhaustion and vomit. It's actually a good way to test if your hill training is in a good state, or if you're overdoing it. You should be able to get to the top of a hill, be that on a trail or a mountain, and once you get to the top you should be able to switch gear and blast down the hill or onto the flat. If you get to the top and you've nothing left, that's really not what you want. You want to be able to keep like a constant effort up, which is sort of a theory. Yeah, there is a theory of constant effort where the uphills, you should put in as much effort on an uphill as you should on a downhill. Which is a difficult concept to work out, but it kind of makes sense. It means you don't burn yourself out, and it means you're sort of spending your energy at a consistent rate. But blah blah blah, I'll stop talking. We will go and descend over 400 feet to the bottom of this glen, the bottom of this valley, to my most hated hill, and there I will start to tell you how to run up it. Downhill. This is the best bit of this route. Just enjoy this. Love this bit. Right. Okay, so the piece of news no one ever wants to hear is that to get good at running up hills, you have to find some hills and run up them. Working up there. My advice for tackling hills on trails is quite simple. Find a route that has hills in it, get a bit of a warm up, and then as soon as you hit the first hills, instead of trying to force yourself up them, basically take it in a series of like controlled efforts. I don't want to say sprints, because if you're starting out, you're not going to be sprinting up the hill, but I'll show you what I mean. Just run for, split it up, maybe run for 30 seconds, walk for 30 seconds, run for 30 seconds, something like that. So we'll start here. Let's go, 30 seconds. At a pace that I sort of feel comfortable with. Alright. And when you're not used to hills, as I'm not at the minute because I haven't been up them in a while, your legs will start to burn, your lungs will start to be in incredible pain, and you'll just want to stop. But keep going for whatever the time is you decide it. Okay. 30 seconds. And then walk until you feel good again. Once you get used to it a bit, you can like set times. So I could say, I'll rest now for 30 seconds before running again. Or if you're only getting started, just run how you feel. Don't force it. It's better you make it all the way up in your series of efforts than do one and give up. So I hate this hill, by the way. This hill is difficult to even walk up, never mind run up, and it's a hill I use to sort of judge my fitness. I can run up this continuously when I'm well trained, but this might surprise you. I'm leaving this in just to show you how your training can fluctuate. I haven't run hills in a while, I haven't been in the mountains in a couple of months, and I'm genuinely struggling with this, right? That's been way over 30 seconds, so I'll just wait until we get to 30. I use my watch, kind of round off the numbers, so another 30 seconds, and it's finding a pace and a way of running that works for you. I find when I'm going uphill and make smaller footsteps more frequently, the theory is it's less effort than big lunges, which will use a lot more energy. 3 seconds. Keep going, come on. Okay. There, come walk again. Another 30 seconds. I think like another 2 will get me up. It's even steeper up here, so I'll probably not talk during the next one. I'm just going to catch my breath. But yeah, you can see how horribly unfit I'm finding this. Hopefully you can relate. But it does improve, and it improves quite fast when you put the effort in. 10 seconds, I'm just going to breathe. 30 seconds, let's go. Okay, come on. Don't stop. Hurts. It hurts. It really hurts. Come on. Oh. So, this is probably an example of overdoing it, because at this point I could not start sprinting now or putting in an effort. I'm gonna need to walk and recover. And that is fine during training, but when it gets to a race, you want to be able to get up the hill at an even pace, get to the top and keep going. That's what you're trying to get to. So It's fine when you're training to feel like death at the top of the hill, but when you're in an actual race, you want to get to that point where you know the hill, you're able to sort of sail up it at a continuous steady pace, get to the top, shift gear, and just and you keep at it week after week and build up little by little, and you will be able to run up hills like this from the bottom. I know, because that was my story. When I started trail running, I would have walked that entire way. And every year when I start out, I can't run all the way up here. I mean, look at that distance. You can see my car way over there. Like, sense of achievement when you get up here and you can look back that distance. That's over, it's like a mile away, a straight mile. I have to go all the way around the glen to get back. But my basic philosophy for training, and probably my type of training, is fairly non-competitive. It's for someone who just wants to get out and get to the point where they can enjoy the trails. My philosophy is basically enjoy it, run how you feel, but don't be afraid to just, you know, dig in the effort every now and then when you need to. Running how you feel, and by that I mean if you're out, you feel like it, you run, and then when it starts to hurt, you kind of stop and walk. That's great, and it's much better than sitting at home, not leaving the house, and it will definitely get you up to a certain level of fitness. But if you want to push yourself, if you want to start to get a little bit competitive, really the only way to do that is to start doing that training that requires effort, and that's why I prefer to do my hill training on like an entire route, because it means I get to break up those bits of pain with parts that are just enjoyable. Some people would say you're probably best finding the one hill, do your sprints, do your efforts up it, go down to the bottom, repeat, and just do that several times. But I hate that. And I know you probably do too, if you're not like an ultra competitive person. So that's why I like to find a beautiful route that's got a variation in terrain, go to it, I find a hill, I'll put in that effort in increments, it'll hurt, and then I'll recover, I'll enjoy the next bit of running until I get to the next hill. And it does work, I guarantee you. If you go to a route like this, it's got maybe 5 hills on it, you probably want to have at least 4 to 5 hills that you can do that on. If it's only 1 or 2, it will help, but not as much. I say 4 or 5. You will notice a week on week difference. If you put the effort in on the hills, you will notice a difference. So when you put the effort in, you will get rewarded. That's what I love with trail running. It is just a sort of running that gives back, and it's amazing for everything. It's amazing for your general fitness, it's amazing for your health, it's amazing for your mental health. See, just getting out somewhere like this, I maybe not even having, I've had these headphones on, but half the time I don't even listen to music. I just sit here, listen to the birds, just admire this amazing artwork behind me. It's definitely a type of therapy. Trail running, and any kind of running especially, is just so good for helping you clear the head. It's what I do to get away from my clients. Or if I can't cope with the project, or if there's just something I need to like mull through on like so many levels. If I just need to get out and do some thinking about something, be it serious or not so serious, I do that thinking best when I run, and I do it best when I trail run. So, and that's one of the big reasons I'd like to encourage people to start trail running, because you never know what other things it's going to help you with. I've always thought that as humans we're like wired, we're like designed in such a way that we really appreciate beautiful things. That's why we've got such a culture of like arts and design and everything like that. And when we get out in nature and we're in beautiful places, it's like we're meant to be out here in a way. And there's just something in us that's just designed in such a way that this is therapy to us. Like, it's just a stunning canvas. Get a bit philosophical and deep there, but I hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope that maybe it gets you out and about, gets you trail running. You can let me know in the comments if you do head out. If I've said anything that's a glaring mistake and you know better, you can also let me know in the comments as well, because let's be honest, that's what the comments are mostly for. Please don't leave me mean comments. Go do some training, and hopefully someday I'll maybe see you on the trails. Bye bye. Just realised I need to shoot a thumbnail. Oh, well.